This is about my journey with my mother, who is suffering from Alzheimer's, and as we go through the process of cognitive decline. Now, don't get upset because I'm trying not to. I am choosing to use this opportunity to look at the wonderful, charming, and humorous moments that I get with this. It is clearly a devastating disease, something that many of us are going to be going through if you have not already. I don't know if you know these statistics, but over 16 million people are unpaid caregivers for people with Alzheimer's in this country. And it's always nice to know that you're a statistic. So check that one off the list. Anyway, before I start, I just want to say that my mother did have a wonderful life. She is 80 years old. She has always been dynamic, beautiful, friendly. People love her. Everybody who meets her says, "Oh, that's your mother. She is a wonderful person." And as her children, we always joke she would meet a friend, maybe have dinner or coffee or meet them at the house. And next thing you knew, they were Facebook buddies and email buddies. And some of the people that we knew actually ended up having longer relationships with my mother than they did with us because, friends come and go, and yet they always stayed in touch with my mother. That is the kind of person that she was. And that is the kind of person that we always want to remember. She's funny, brilliant, and we want to keep in touch with that side of her and not the other side. So, why do this? This is, of course, for my mental health. Who starts a channel like this talking about themselves and their family if it's not really for their mental health, right? I think that I go through so much, I just sometimes want to scream, right? You're like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe what she said. It's very extraordinarily frustrating. And I'll get into those stories because they are funny and I would like to be able to share them with you. And of course, if you have stories of your own, I'd love to hear them back. And as I mentioned, rather than dwell on the negative and the challenges, the mourning of it all, the grief that you go through, because it is essentially watching somebody slowly die, I want to focus on the sweetness of the situation, the fact that I am able to spend these last few years with her. I'm not sure how much longer it will go on, but I am very happy and grateful that I can spend the time with her and relieve any pain, anxiety, and fear that she has. I was about to say rather than put her in a home. I don't know. That may still happen. We're still weighing the pros and cons. And maybe in later episodes, I'll get into those decisions and how we make those, what we're considering and how and why and all those fun things. I'm going to try to post as many times as a week as I can. You can also follow my Instagram page because that will probably be me being like, okay, we're out on the road. I'm freaking out because we just had a ridiculous conversation about a dead tree that she thinks is a man who's burnt up. This happens almost every time we pass this tree. So, and I do plan on taking a photo of that tree so I can post it and you can see why she thinks the tree looks like a dead burned man. And it's funny because one way she thinks it's a burned man and the other, a dead tree that looks like a man. On the other way, she's like, that's terrible. Why would they have a burned man standing there and not do anything about it? So, anyway, I will post those regularly, like I said, here and as well as on Instagram. Hopefully, you will get a laugh mixed in with all of that. I'll also address some serious topics that I want to talk about, things like dealing with siblings, dealing with doctors, dealing with the anger and frustration that she has. That's proven to be interesting. And also dealing with the home caregiver that we also have that is helping us out. That's an introduction to this channel. I hope you'll follow me on this journey. It will be filled with much more humorous stories. I just kind of wanted to set the stage. And if you have any thoughts or any input or any stories of your own, I'd love to hear about them. Salut!